You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Here is a complete video of a maker set from start to finish. If you want to skip ahead to specific points in the video, then check the description below for skip times. Enjoy! Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and we're on another kit here. This one, well, let me just show you what we got. It looks like there's 3 different types of cookies. I would call them cookies or snacks. Don't know for sure. They show some kneading here, some chocolate. I kind of just go in blindfolded, really. I don't know much more than that. Here is the company. Where did I see that? Right there. Okay. And then here's all the directions. So it looks like you're basically filling trays and molds and got chocolate, and there's lots of steps here. And then here's some finished images. And so anybody out there that can read it, go ahead. I'm holding it there for you. There's some more information. It does not look like anything is cooked on this kit. So let me just cut it open and lay out the pieces. How about we start there? Okay, so there's a foil pack here. Let me just get my camera a little more room here to see everything. So there's a foil pack. Here are the molds. Okay. This is what they look like. And then there's this little brown pack, a pink pack, a purple pack, and another brownish oranges pack. You have a little spatula spoon, and then your stick, which almost looks, it's plastic, all right? And then here's where your tray is for adding the water. I noticed too that there's 2 water lines here, a lower one and an upper one, so I'll have to pay attention to that. Looks like everything got pushed in on my tray. Alright, so I'd like to, what I'm going to do is kind of review the directions here a little bit, line up everything, and we'll go over it, make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright, I'm set to just kind of go over everything with you and show you how I get to this point. What I do is I take a look at the packaging here in the back, and I kind of study it. I can match up colors and letters. Like here, step 1 is the purple pack, and those letters match up to the letters on this pack, okay? And then if I follow through here, the next pack is this brown, which would be the chocolate, which is that pack, and then the next pack is the pink, and they even show you a little picture of it. The next pack is the green. You'll see green writing in there. I know that green goes into the bigger section. And then the last pack is this orangish color, and that gets mixed in the smallest tray section, which would be right here. That's number 3. So basically, that's what I do to get set up. So when I come back now, I got everything aligned. I'll probably move everything out of the way, bring in my water, and I'll get started. All right, here we go. So the first thing to do is fill section 1 with water. And then you put your first powder, and that's going to make our fish shape. There you go. Now my table or my area is a little off-centered there, so that's about where it should be. Maybe a tiny bit more to fill that section. Okay, there we go. And then let's get set. Shake up your pack, put it in, and then mix it. Move my water out of the way, get my little mixer, and here we go. So it looks almost yellowish on the pictures, almost bright orange, but I don't think we're going to get that color. Here, let's just get a better look here. Okay. So this is going to have some consistency to it so that we can shape it. So it's more like a dough than a liquid or something like that. Get all the powder out of there. And I'm just going to kind of like, get it all pressed and then split it into 2 pieces is what I really need to do. Got a little bit of powder here. Okay, I think I can now take this, clean out the rest of my little tray, and move this into my hands a little bit. Kind of shape it so I can cut it in half. Alright, so here we go. Now I can get a pretty half cut there. That looks about the same. Then half goes in this side. I'm going to use my fingers because I do have to press this in the middle now to. Okay, looks like it's almost ready to go. Let me get this one in. Let's take a look from this side before they pop out. See that? Pretty neat. Yes, pretty neat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just leave those a second, wipe up my little spill there, come back, and I'm going to do the second pack. Alright, I'm set. I brought in my little bowl here, and then these were just going to be pressed in the middle to make indentations. And then they need to come out here. We pop them out. Ooh, this one's coming right out. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. So lay them that way. And then here is this one. Ooh, the texture came out really nice on this one. See that? So that's going to get filled with the chocolate. So that is the next, well, I'm calling it chocolate. That's what I'm assuming it is. Packet. Now that's going to be used in 3 spots. So you don't want to overfill. And that goes into section, let me see, I have everything turned the right way. Yeah, section 3. So I'm on this step here. Actually, section 2. I was looking at the wrong one. See? And you fill to the line. And then mix up the chocolate. That's what I'm calling it. Okay. Here we go. And you just put some in the center of that one. Whoa. I caught the plastic lip. Whoa, come on now. Hey now. Go a little slower. Let's clean that up, huh? That normally doesn't happen. But that what happened was I was catching that second lip. So if you do this, be careful. Come on, tap in there. Good. Kind of funny. But that happens sometimes. It's a weird mixing too. It's not wanting to, you know, make it. Oh, there we go. You see it kind of broke now a little bit. See that change? That was cool. There we go. Okay, now it's starting to thicken up a little. I need to, here's what I need to do. I got a bunch of powder in this other section here. See that? I need to get that out. So I'm just going to carefully, actually, here. I got this nice little tool here. I want this powder. Oh, I'll just use my finger. There we go. Okay. Now, since I don't have backup kits and I don't stop the video and, you know, make it look like nothing happened, I just run with what I have, and that's what I do. I don't have a backup kit I can run to if there's a mistake or an error. Okay, there we go. I think I saved most of the powder. I think that needs to thicken just a little. It's close though. Look, see? Alright, they started spooning and pouring in, so I think we're good. So I'm going to move that to this, move on to this now. Let me see, I got my fish the right way, so I'm going to put this one this way, and then this one's going to go on top. Okay, and spoon a little bit in the center. I think I want a little bit more room there. Okay. Gonna really have to clean up after this one. I'll put that on there. Got my chocolate inside there now. Alright, so let me clean up, come back, and do the next step. Alright, all cleaned up, and what I did was I just took my chocolate, moved it to a little plate here, so I have it for later, and it almost tastes like mint chocolate to me. It's good. So let me see. The next packet was this, and it's making the little, looks like raspberries, but it could be a strawberry, I guess. And the star, these are the shapes here. So basically there's not much water in this one. It's a very low tray. So we're putting that in this section and then putting it in there, forming it so that we can use it for the next step. So I don't see a lot of water. There we go. All my trays were a little bent. Remember that? So it's making it a little bit harder to get everything just right. This one too was bent. It must have just happened in shipping. It does make it more of a challenge when you're trying to measure out your water. Like that almost tells me you need just a little bit more. Just a few drops. 3 drops. Okay. I'm going to be more careful on this powder. I don't want a repeat of my powder, but as you can see, the chocolate has really thickened up. Okay, here we go. A little slower now. You also don't want this to set too fast. So you have to move here. I can't go too slow because I'm making a gummy, basically, is what I see this as. And the chocolate to me, like I said, was like a minty, chocolatey taste. It's good. There's a piece there. Let me get that chunk. Okay. So it looks like I have enough to do my shapes. I'll be able to scrape that out a little bit more. I'm going to use my stick here. Get them all at least so I know I have enough to do all 3. There's going to be too much there. Okay, that looks good. I'll be able to balance this out in just a bit. I just tasted that one. Ooh, it's good, sweet. It's kind of like strawberry, raspberry, some kind of fruity flavor. It's good. I'm liking the tastes on this kit. Okay. I'm losing my color. That's what happens. See, it gets a little... Here, if I go up, you'll see the color's going to change. There we go. Now, the only things I don't know when I look at those instructions is how long everything needs to sit. There's probably times in there and it's telling you let the gummy product sit for a certain amount of time before you take it out of the molds. At least that's what I'm assuming. So that's guesswork. That's going to combine, remember? Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to let that sit now because I won't need it for another step. And then here, well, I have to clean up again because I got to clean this off, clean that out, and get set up for the next step. All right, so now we are on this step here, the big green packet. And as you can see, the water line is higher up. You can kind of make out a second lower line, and the upper line is now filled with water. So it's going to take a lot more water. And I notice on the front, they actually show you rolling it in your hands and then kneading it on the tabletop, or actually it's taking some time to knead it. So I wonder if that's what it says. So let's just do this here. 1, 2, 3. Got a little rambunctious there. 4, 5, 6. See, my trays are just not working evenly. About 7. Okay. And then the big green, the big foil pack with the green writing. Just kind of get it all worked up there. And then we'll pour that in. And this makes the white stuff we're going to need. I feel like I almost have to move somewhat fast here because like the gummy mixes and all the mixes will start to harden up on me. Well, it looks like it's taking nice shape here. I almost feel like I'm rushing, but I'm not rushing. I always take my time. I just feel that the way these trays are designed, unlike other trays, you got a lot of ridges that you're hitting, and it's moving things around more than normal. Okay. So now I got to take this, mush it together, make a ball, and then knead it. Got it all pretty much stuck now. Pretty good, huh? Roll it in your hands. And my hands are clean because every time I go wash something, I could just knead it like this. And then I split this, let's see, into 2 equal sized balls. And then one gets pressed into a cookie with the chocolate and then my little raspberry. I'm calling it a raspberry. Strawberry. I'm going to call it a straw raspberry. Pretty equal, I would say. Oh, the one on the right's just a tiny bit bigger. Give me a little of that there. There. Okay, so let me set that in there. So now this one just looks like it's a round shape. And then pressed in the middle. Like that. Good. Let me see now. Let me put my chocolate in there. curious to see what that one tastes like. They show a big lump on top. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Let's see. Will these pop out? Let me get my stick that I used earlier. You don't want to pop out, do you? Oh yeah, you do. There you go. They'll pop out. Okay. Got my little star. There we go. All right, there we go. Ooh, yeah. I think I want to put my star right here on my fishy. You're going right there. Okay. Now let me connect these. You are now joined. Ooh, here's what I'm going to join them now. And they have become one. And now you will get set atop my chocolate. There. Okay, now, let me clean up again. I know. But I like to clean up and do the last one. All right, so here we go. It's this bottom tray here, just a little bit of water. It's not even one full thing here. Okay. And then now the last mix. This is like a topping. It's very tightly packed in there. Come on. There you go. I did have a little bit of chocolate left over. I could have probably squeezed that into my original fish. Maybe put a little more chocolate in that one. I might do that later. So here we go. Now that one doesn't smell like a sweet product. It smells like soy sauce to me, or some kind of sauce. I'm not giving you a good shot there, am I? Just making sure all my little tidbits are out of there. That packet was a little packed tight. Guess that's why they call it a packet. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so that's set. And I was supposed to get these ready, but here we go. 3 balls out of 1. There we go. Just roll them up. Okay, they get skewered on my skewer. That's the act of skewering, I guess. There we go. Now that's the last one. So, let me see. Here we go. Looks like something I'm going to eat. I'm going to try this. I'm definitely going to try this one for everybody. But I do want to get a nice shot of the last piece here and putting my sauce on. So here we go. There, nice sauce. I'm definitely eating one of these. Can't stop me. Okay, there we are. Got to rebalance my lighting here. There we go. And come back down because then it looks better. Then I'll just zoom in from here. So there you go. That is all 3. What do you think about that? Time to try. Yes, I am going to try now. I'm going to try one of the... Oh, I dripped some on my board. Let me get my little cutter here. I will cut a piece of my fish off here. Oh, I can't. So you can kind of see the chocolate on the inside. See it there? And then I will add extra chocolate to it and give this a taste. I do like the chocolate, and I do like the taste. I think it's pretty good on this kit. Let me get some... Camera's just not liking the darkness here. Hold on. Lots of problems with the camera today. Not sure why. And then let me try this little piece of this one here. Let's see what this tastes like. Now, if I'm eating them out of order, sweet, sweet. This tastes like a raspberry. Well, here we go. The last one. Lots of sauce on that. Not sweet. More like a savory item. But overall, very good. Really like this kit. It's tasty. So there you go. If you want to see more of these types of kits, look in the description. You'll see a playlist or search our channel. And again, thanks for watching. Later. If you want to find this item, click the link in the description area below the video. You can also watch more videos in this series by clicking here. Thanks for watching. And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.